Welcome to the YouTube channel Tale and Search. We are going to talk about Shadowrun. We're talking about spirits today, and not any kind of spirits. We're going to talk about blood spirits. Blood spirits, that's clearly a section where we step into Game Master territory. So if you are no Game Master or don't want to get spoiled with the rules, then please shut off this video now. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this must be enough of time. Good. The blood spirit. We all know them from the history of Aztlan and the mega corporation Erz Technology, former the Oro Group. They have a tendency to sacrifice things and people to summon mighty spirits out of them. Yes, that sounds quite evil, therefore it's GM territory. The blood spirit can't be summoned like any other spirit. If you are going to summon it, you will need some hours of time. For every point of force that your blood spirit shall have, you will need 1 hour of a ritual. So a spirit of force 6 will need a ritual of 6 hours. That's long. A normal spirit can be summoned with 1 action. Therefore, in under 3 seconds. Okay, but it's blood spirit, right? Therefore, you will have to have a sacrifice handy. The sacrifice has to be present and alive through the whole ceremony of the ritual. Therefore, many hours. So it's maybe kind of a logistic problem, I guess. It should not be able to move, especially not escape, and it should lose blood in a consistent and the right amount at the right time for the ritual. So you'll have to restrain it and have a place that is secure where you can do a so long ritual with killing people. Okay. Well, you need blood, I said. Not any blood. You can take an animal like a cat, rat, chicken, or even you can also take mundane sentience like Bob the pizza delivery guy. What kind of living creature you take will grant you some kind of force for the possible to be summoned spirit. If we take a cat, you gain 1 possible force point. If you take an elephant, it will be 4 possible force points. If it's mundane, so like Bob the pizza delivery guy, you will get his essence in force points. Well, Bob the delivery guy, he's young, maybe he has even essence of 6. And of course you can also take awakened sentience, so a mage or a wendigo or something like that, and then you will even get his magic or essence value, whichever is higher. Therefore, if you get hold of good initiates, they may be sufficient to summon your blood spirits. Not nice. Well, then you're going to summon it. You summon it with your magic plus summoning skill, and the spirit is resisting with twice as force as normal. But in general, you will have to withstand a drain of the successes of the spirit on this check. Not the net successes, really the successes. But in case of a blood spirit, the blood spirit demands more of you. You'll have to face the drain value of twice his successes. Twice. That can be hurtful very fast. Well, then you have the spirit and your net successes say how many services it has. That's quite nice. If you go unconscious while summoning it, then it will use its essence drain power on you, suck your essence out to live longer. Live longer? Yes. These spirits don't just stay for 1 sundown and 1 sunset. No. They stay for days. They stay for so many days how they have essence. They start with an essence on their power level, so spirit power level 3 will start with essence 3, but they get the creative power essence drain. Therefore, they can suck out the essence of living beings to stay longer. Days. That's not nice. Well, this beast is, well, there. But if you once summoned it, you can resummon it. The same check, but for the resummoning, you are not required to use new sacrifices. Although most blood mages do, because it's what they do, I guess. Yeah. If you have summoned it, your astral reputation will go down. Other spirits don't like blood spirits, why ever? So, well, this should be taken into account, because a normal spirit that you're summoning, it's jumping there from its metaplane, doing his stuff. Where do blood spirits come from? Are they even spirits in the sense of being pulled out from a metaplane? I don't know. Maybe. But as all other spirits do not like this and are reducing your astral reputation just for summoning one, I guess there seems to be some kind of bigger problem with it. Well, then you have it. You only may summon one blood spirit. You may not have more than one at any given time. Yes, okay. So we now have our blood spirit. Great. Well, we can of course also use them in the great form. But if we want to summon the blood spirit in the great form, then we have to use sacrifice. That is, in any case, an awakened metahuman or metahuman being. So even something with sapience, like a Sasquatch or a mage or something like else. Otherwise, it works just like the summoning of greater spirits. Okay, now we know what we have to know about our blood spirit. That's the summoning part. We know it stays a while and listens. But then, what are the stats? The stats are quite intense. Its body is force +4, so very, very hard. And the second best stat is its strength with force +3. Quite hard. Yeah, the initiative is normally set, so force times 2 + 1 and 2d6. It's not that fast. Its skills are astral, athletics, close combat, outdoors, and perception. So it can sense on the astral, it can trip you with athletics, it can punch you in the face with close combat, track you with outdoors, and see where you are hiding with perception. From the powers perspective, it has some given powers, that is astral form, so it's an astral being per se. It has binding, so it can use its power to, well, constrict you so that you can't move. It's not the ritual of binding. There's, this word and this power is doubled. It can engulf you, so you can drown in its blood, not in a very nice way. It has enhanced sense of smell, so it can really good track you down. It can invigorate fear in you, and it can materialize. And when it materializes, it is there on the physical plane, and then it can punch you in the face. Well, in the moment it materializes, it gets another power. It gets the power of, you name it, yes, immunity to normal weapons. It ain't a real immunity. It just gives it some kind of damage reduction. So its essence value is a direct damage reduction. So after you have been hit, then you have to take your damage resistance test, and the essence value of the spirit will give you a direct modifier to the taken damage. It will be reduced by it. That is not very nice. Yeah, and well, I said essence, right? Yeah, I said essence. I'm quite sure. This beast also has the option to suck out your essence. it can, well, feed on the essence of living beings. And that's not nice per se, as it is, well, you need your essence to stay alive, I guess. And yeah, it can only conflict sentient beings. And, well, it has to be sentient by its own. That's quite so. And it may not be able to resist. So if you are constricted or engulfed, you can't resist, can you? That's quite evil. And then it's going to suck out your essence. It's some checks involved, that's normal. Yeah, and then the critter can, also the blood spirit, can take in as much essence as its doubled force value. So a spirit or a blood spirit of force 6 could potentially have 12 points of essence. That is not... that is evil. 12 points of essence, and when you materialize, therefore it has 12 points of damage reduction. Okay, so now you need a nuke. Well, I don't think any kind of weapon really has a 12 DV. No, not really, not yet, and I don't hope that this will happen sometime soon. Yeah, the beast also has a weakness. It loses 1 point of essence per day. Okay, not that bad. It has optional powers. It has concealment, so it can conceal you, so that anyone who wants to see you or it has to make a perception save against the force of the spirit. That's not easy. Then we've got confusion, so it can make you do things that you really don't want to. It has a guard option, so it can prevent you from some other crit powers and prevent glitches. It has the movement, so it can move, or it can accelerate or decelerate things and beings. It can take as an optional power the natural weapons, so in general it doesn't have claws or bites. You have to take this by an optional power, and it can exhale a noxious breath, so that you can die just by inhaling what it's spilling out of fumes. That is not nice. Yes, the optional powers, you get 1 optional power for every 3 points of force that your spirit has. So if you summon a force 3 spirit, you get 1 optional power. Force 6, you get 2. Okay, now we know how to summon them, what we need, what are the restrictions, and what are the capabilities of the blood spirit in Shadowrun 6th edition. I hope you found this format informative. Please leave a like if you do. Please comment under the video, subscribe if you didn't already have, and of course, join our Discord or support us on Patreon. Thanks for watching, have a very nice day, and, well, never cross a deal with a blood spirit. Bye bye.